A very good evening friends, welcome to my channel Spiritual Territory. Today in this video we will be going to discuss about the topic of the human life, that you live for yourself or whether you live for the society. I mean, you are either your own self or your own dreams, your own goals, your own achievements, your own desires, or you are simply the desires of the society, the goals of the society, the opinions of the society, or the uh, mind or feelings of the society or others. So let's discuss upon this topic briefly in this video. So we can see in the society maximum humans are living the life like they are not themselves or their own desires, their own goals, their own ambitions. They are simply what others think of themselves, what other people uh, wants about them to become like, or what other people wish for their well-being. So people are living their lives in such a way that they are not caring about their own self, their own desires, their own needs, their own requirements, and keeping all these things aside, they are simply doing what others make or others think about the success of a particular being or particular person. So every person is continuously busy after impressing the others or the other society or the other people, rather than impressing his own self, or whether he is not bothered about whether his own needs or own desires are being satisfied, or whether he is satisfied with his own life, what he is doing in his current life. And keeping all these things aside, he is just simply busy after impressing the others and fulfilling the desires of what others think or others want about this person to do. So if life goes like this, then definitely each and every person is submerged in deep mode of ignorance and deep mode of suffering only, because a person can never become a person can never be happy, or he can never become happy either in future if he is not happy in the current life, simply by satisfying others needs or others desires or others thoughts or others emotions of what they want about this person to become or to achieve. So similarly, we can see that every person is simply living his life only in the ignorance or illusion of under the illusion or the delusion that someday he can satisfy others by simply following or doing what they want uh, from a particular person to do. So because everybody is busy in simply satisfying the other person, therefore nobody is able to satisfy his inner craving of the spirit. So therefore there is constantly one kind of misery, pain and agony, a kind of distress, lamentation inside the heart of each and every person in the society. So people are not their own minds, people are simply the bundle of other people minds, other people thoughts and other people emotions. So therefore there is a vast difference between the satisfaction of each and every person and the whole social organization, that we can see the society is happy from outside, but it is not happy from inside. So from outside, people just say that all my life is all okay, all is well, but from inside everything is just storm and turbulence, all the turbulent winds, just like how the cyclonic winds blow in a during the time of cyclone. Similarly, every people or the minds of each and every person is simply disturbed with the turbulence of the cyclonic and the panic of the future, or the unsatisfaction of his uh, current life and his personal failures. So simply each and every person is just immersed in the disturbed thoughts, disturbed is just suffering with the restless fickle minds, and he is simply suffering with the disturbed minds. So nobody is actually leading a peaceful life in the society, because from outside people are just, in order to satisfy the society, people are doing all things, but they are failing to care about their own selves, their own needs, their own thoughts, their own emotions, their own desires. So therefore people are simply becoming the part of the society, and they are becoming the part of the society in order to impress the society without impressing their own self. So in this way, from outer layer, or from the side, from the outside, society is appearing to be very happy, very it is seeming to look like it is developing from outside, but from inside it has just become the uh, the bundle of miseries, or the bundle of lamentation, or just a vacuum from inside. Society has just become the vacuum from within, that within its own self there is nothing, there is just an empty space or vacuum of the there is a vacuum of the loneliness and the depression only. So therefore from outside, society seems to be like developing, it is growing, it is glowing, everything is just appearing from the outside only. All the beauty, all the glamour, and all the prosperity that we come to see in the society from outside is just fake and illusionary. From inside it is there is just vacuum of void and just a gloomy lives of the people, the lonely lives of the people, with all their personal failures, their personal problems, which are remaining unsolved from the time immemorial. So like this, people's lives are just going worthless. So therefore in this video we have discussed that people are becoming more the desires of other people, the emotions of other people, the happiness, the fake happiness of other people, but they are failing to care about their own selves, their own needs, and their own happiness, that what actually makes them happy, and they are just running after what others, what what will make others happy. So in this process there is complete misery, there is complete lamentation. So therefore my request to each and every viewer of my channel, that please do something which will make you happy. And finally, our all happiness, the mode of each and every person's happiness is not something different. We all need only one happiness. So finally, regarding this, I want to say something, that we can only desire that only which we can actually deserve in our life. That our desire is only limited up to that only which we can actually deserve in our own life originally. So we can't desire anything other than what we deserve. We can only desire that only which we can deserve, which is possible for us to deserve. So whatever we desire in our lives from up to some extent it is possible for us to deserve, then only we are able to desire that thing. We can't desire of something which we have never heard, or which we have never perceived through our five senses. So we can't desire about something which we have never seen or which we have never heard. So therefore we can only desire about that thing only which actually exists in real life, and which we can perceive through some extent of our in our real lives. So therefore we can see that our all goal that the goal of each and every person is actually to become happy and peaceful at the end. So therefore we can see that the source of all happiness is none other than the God. And we can see that internally each and every soul is just craving to associate with God only. So therefore when our desire, the original desire to connect with God arise in each and every person, then only when the desire of each and every soul in the creation unites at one time, then there becomes the possibility for the whole mankind to become happy, just like the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So therefore we can see the goal of happiness of every person in the world is the same, to become happy and peaceful at the end. And that is only possible when we connect with the God. And when the original desire to become happy and to connect with God arises in each and every heart of the people, then only the mankind or the humanity will become peaceful and happy in the society, or in the or upon the earth, or the international family, the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So therefore my request to all the viewers to ignite that burning desire to liberate your own self and go back to Godhead, I mean to connect with the God. So when you ignite, or when you give fuel and food to this desire, this inner desire to connect with God, to connect back with God or the Supreme Lord Krishna, then definitely you can see all the happiness pending from the time immemorial, which is remaining unsatisfied and unfulfilled, will just come to become become satisfied and fulfilled at once, when you try to connect yourself back to Godhead by chanting the holy name of the God, by listening to the preachings of the devotees, by associating with the devotees, by listening to the preachings of the spiritual masters, and by engaging yourself in the 9 modes of devotional service of the God. So like this, when you completely engage yourself in the service of the God, in the devotional service of the God, then the whole humankind will become happy, and our lives will someday come to reach the goal of human life, that to become happy and peaceful at the end of our life. Thank you.